Hey guys, I hope you had a terrific Tuesday. Welcome back to another installment of Mr. Eric Reads. Thank you for tuning in, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. It matters not to me, just as long as you're here and you're ready for a good story. As always, guys, my first encouragement to you is to do your very best. No matter how hard it is, no matter how challenging it is, you try your very best. And that way you can learn what you know and what you don't know. Because you don't know unless you try. The second thing, guys, on this Tuesday, I hope that you were so kind to everybody you met. That is a goal for every single day. Be nice, be kind. You'll find out the world rolls a little bit smoother when you're nice to people you come in contact with. So, what are we doing today? What book are we going to read? Well, I was thinking, it's kind of dreary. It's kind of overcast all day, but we're starting to kind of float into fall. And that means we're floating towards Halloween. That means we're floating towards monsters and wild things. Which gave me an idea. Maurice Sendak's classic story, Where the Wild Things Are. And we got a novel effect with this book as well. So, without further ado, let's find out what happens where the wild things are. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. And another. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said,
"I'll eat you up."
So he was sent to bed without eating anything. So that very night in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceilings hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed through the night and day. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, and tamed them with a magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were all frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. And made him king of all the wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Now stop, Max said, and he sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then, all around, from far across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Please don't go! We'll eat you up! We love you so!" And Max said, "No!" The wild things roared their terrible roars, and they gnashed their terrible teeth, and they rolled their terrible eyes, and they showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. Maurice Sendak's classic tale, Where the Wild Things Are. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed that book and every book. Please, please, please continue to spread the word about this nightly reading service to our children across McDuffie County as we continue to promote literacy, as we know that is a fundamental building block to going on and learning and expanding their minds as best as possible. Share it. Continue to advocate so we can promote literacy and our young readers can become future leaders. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a terrific Tuesday. I look forward to a wonderful Wednesday. And you know what else? I look forward to seeing you guys in the hallway.